Hey everyone, how are you doing tonight? I want to come on here and I want to talk to you about the build phase of business. So this has been channeling through to me that when you're in the beginning of your business, it is the build phase. This is when you are learning to become a business owner. This is when you are learning to build the systems that you need to support your business. This is when you start creating a mindset that you need to support being a business owner. This is when you start understanding and learning the energetics of business and what it's like to be an entrepreneur and how you start co-creating your days so that way you're able to become an established entrepreneur that has a sustainable business. And this is the phase, in all honesty, where most people in their business quit. They quit in the build phase because in the build phase, you are investing more than what you are seeing. So what I mean by that is when you start your business, whether you're a service-based entrepreneur or a product-based entrepreneur, when you start your business, you are investing so much time and energy, like almost all of your resources are going into your business because you are having to adapt your lifestyle to become a business owner. You are having to learn a whole new way of living, quite frankly, to be a business owner. It takes a completely different lifestyle. It takes completely different habits. It takes financial literacy that you didn't have before. There's all of these things. So you get into becoming a business and you're like, all right, I need to invest in a coach, or I desire to invest in a coach. I want to have a website, or I want to create programs. I want to sell products. I want to sell offers. You're investing money in your business. You're investing money in all of these things so you can learn the strategies that you need to have in place. And so many women end up giving up in this phase because they haven't focused on the invisible factors, which are what is your mindset and what is your energy towards your business, towards your products, towards your services. What's the frequency? What are you energetically embodying while you are going about your day, while you're operating your business, while you're doing the day-to-day things? And so many women will be like, all right, so I've taken the mindset courses, I've taken the energy courses, I've taken the business courses, I've taken the money courses. Where are my clients? Where's my money? Where's all the people asking for the link? Where's all the women that want to buy my offers? Well, I'll just check my bank account. Maybe some money came in. Okay, I'm gonna go check my inbox. There's got to be message requests in there. I know people want to buy this. Right? People want to buy this, right? Yeah. Oh, and there's nobody there. Okay, and no money came in. All right, so I'm gonna do this post, and then I'm gonna get 10 clients. Everything's gonna be great. Okay, so I just posted, and it's been 20 minutes, and 2 people liked it, and nobody asked to buy. And this is the build phase where it's you are building a brand, you are building a hot audience, you are building your life's work, you are building the mindset that you need to become the woman that you want to become. You are building the mindset that you need to have to become an entrepreneur. You are building the mindset that you need to have so that you can have a lot of money and to feel really wealthy and to start vibrating with the frequency of wealth so that you're not trying to attract and trying to manifest money. You're just living in alignment so that your money channel is unlocked. And that's what I've been playing with so much. I cannot wait until that is a full program, but I'm still mastering that work. But the build phase is when you are literally going from typically being an employee your whole life to becoming an entrepreneur or to becoming a service-based entrepreneur. And this is going to require you to be so dedicated to what you're building. And so many women zoom in and they get really hyper-focused with the amount of likes, with the amount of money coming in, with the amount, with the numbers. And the focus is always on it's not enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough clients. I don't have enough engagement. I don't have enough. And what ends up happening is so many women get stuck in instead of continuing to build during the build phase, like, oh my God, 2 people like, this is so incredible, like my work is getting shared. Like, instead of going in with that energy and continuing to create content and continuing to learn to master their skills and to like be able to sell what they're doing and to feel really activated in their business, like instead of going in because they've zoomed out and they're like, I know where I'm going, they get so hyper focused in the lack energy of, well, I'm not far enough yet. I don't have enough yet. It's not working. Everyone else's business is so much more successful than me. Her content's so much better than mine. Her programs are so much better than mine. She speaks so much more eloquently than me. Like, I just don't know how to show up like her. The build phase is when most women tap out. And this is what we're going to be talking about in building the brand. Like, I'm showing you how to create content, but it's so much more than that. It's how do you create an identity where creating content is part of your business and where your business is part of your daily life. So that way you're building a business around the lifestyle that you want to create, so that you're learning to create content about the offers that you're selling. So that way you are really living your work. So it's not like, oh my God, I need to post content now, so I need to be this person. It's like, no, I'm living as an embodiment of my work. So when I create content, it's my magic channeling through me, and that feels so good and that feels so activating. So it's so effortless for me. And so of course I share it. And so of course I have fun doing it. So of course I do it daily. And so of course people are buying. And so of course like the money is coming in. So of course people are asking for the link. So of course it's growing. And everyone's looking for like these big quantum leaps. But the thing is, if you're not grounded in and you don't have the foundations to support and the daily actions to support and the mindset and the energy to support a few people coming into your world, then how could you ever be able to support a lot of money, a lot of people, a lot of clients, a lot of people asking for the link, like a lot of eyes on your work? And this is what so many people lose sight of. Like, when we actually, like, when I work with people one-on-one and it's like, okay, so these are the results that you want, but these are the results that you're getting. And when we like look at it and we start cleaning that up, it's like, are you really ready to have this many people? And it's like, no. Okay, that's not like a bad thing. This is, now we know where we're at. Like, what are we working with? What's our mindset now? What's our energy now? Like, what are the systems that we have now? Are they working? Are they in alignment? Do we need to clean things up? Like, how do we keep showing up? How do we keep staying plugged in? How do we keep doing the work? How do we keep building during the build phase? Because once you get through to the build phase, that's the growth phase. That's when the quantum leaps happen. And you'll hear every successful coach or like anyone who has a rags to riches story will say like, I don't know, I was just doing all of these things and like all of these things, and so many things seemed like they weren't working, but I just kept showing up and I just kept moving differently and I kept working on myself and I kept like believing it was possible and I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. That's the same thing, is like, that's the consistency, is they kept going, they kept going, they kept going. And then all of a sudden they're like, I don't know. And then one day, like, I don't know, this program just like took the fuck off. And then I got $10,000 more every single month from then. And then like, I got so many more followers and then I got so many more clients. It was like, but like for 2 years, it looked like I was creating program after program and no one buying. It looked like I was creating content and no one was liking. It looked like I was doing all these things and it looked like I wasn't getting these results. And I didn't let the results of my current reality dictate where I was going because I was so excuse me, because I was so plugged in to the lifestyle I was creating, into the person that I wanted to become, into the business that I was building, that I had the long-term vision that allowed me to do the day-to-day actions. And this is where so many people and so many women, they fall out of balance and they fall out of equilibrium with the energetics in their business and with the actions in their business. Because it's like, how can you take the daily steps that build the momentum and keep going and keep your blinders on while people are more successful, while people are getting more likes, while people are making more money, and still using that as incentive to keep going and what's possible for you while you're still building, while you're still showing up, while you're still falling in love with your work, while you're, like, getting clarity on what you do, on what you want to create, on what you want to teach on what you want to coach on like what lifestyle you want to have. Like, How can you be healing and showing up? How can you be working on your mindset and energy and leading others? Like, this is the work that we have to do. And it's like so many women end up giving up or getting so burnt out or defeated or jaded in their business. And like, I did this. So I'm not speaking to you as like someone on the outside looking in. Like, I'm speaking to you as somebody who went through the fucking darkness and like came out the other side. Like, I fell so out of love with my business because I kept losing sight of where I was going, because I kept attaching my worthiness to the lack of numbers that I felt like I was seeing. And because I kept focusing on the lack of numbers, what do you think I got? Lack of numbers, like in every area, because all I was focusing on was the lack. And it's really, how do we build this abundance mindset to say like, there are clients there. Yes, people want to work with me. Yes, everything is working out. Yes, there is momentum. Yes, everything is working out. Like, I might not see the numbers that I thought I wanted, but how can I trust that this is exactly what I need, so that when my business does quantum leap, I'm ready to have 500 women sign up. I'm ready to have a $50,000 month. Like, I'm ready to actually play in and really hold the desires that I was asking for, because I did the work. Like, I learned the systems that I needed to learn. I learned the mindset that I needed to have. I learned the energetics that I needed to have. And this is how you stay plugged in. This is how you stay committed. It's the balancing act of the feminine flow and the masculine structure, and not losing sight of the long-term vision with the short-term everything, because there's always going to be numbers coming at us. But if we're constantly looking at the now to create the future, we'll never get the future results. And like, so many women just lose sight of that because we focus in on the now, and it's all about zooming out and really getting attached to, or not even attached, but because we don't really want to be attached to anything, but being in the now, but having our mind, like having our vision on where we're going, because that's what allows us to keep showing up when it looks like it isn't working out. Because if we don't keep showing up when it looks like it isn't working out, it's never going to work out. So many women don't see it work out because they didn't keep going. Like, that's really it. You have to keep going. And of course, there's so many nuances, there's so many facets to it. And that's why there's programs, courses, and like ways to support you. But so many women are just like trying to take program after program of like, this is how I made $100,000 in my business. This is how I made 10K in my business. And it's like, but they're not doing the energetic work. They're not doing the mindset work. When I say cleaning it up, like, this is what we have to clean up. Who are you being as you're showing up? Are you showing up daily? What are the thoughts that you have that allow you to unplug? What are the thoughts that you have that keep you plugged in? Like, who are you being when you show up? Who are you being when you aren't showing up? What lifestyle do you have outside of your business? What are you doing to support your health and your wellness? Like, there's so many things, and there's so many conversations that we need to have about building a sustainable business. But I want to be able to help so many more women and so many more people have successful lives and have successful businesses, because they understand and they're doing what it takes. Because so many women will just like watch people that feel like they're so unattainable because they've got like these insane results, and then they just like feel like they can't have it. But like, if we start having conversations about like, this is how we get there though, this is how you become sustainable. Like, stop trying to feel like you can manifest your success overnight. We're building a business. Manifestation is completely different than building a business. And I think so many women go into this being like, this is how I'm going to do it. And it's like, but you're not going to have the discipline and the structure that you need to show up daily, to create the content, to not get lost, to not feel like an imposter. So these are the conversations that like we need to have, so that way you can get through the build phase, so that you can get through the growth phase. Because I want you to be the woman that says in 3 years from now, yeah, so like I kept going even when it looked like everything was fucking falling apart. I kept going when it looked like no one was liking. I kept going when it looked like the money wasn't in my bank account. I kept going when everyone told me I was crazy. And now I'm a multimillionaire. And now I have hundreds of millions of people like that I've taught, that I've influenced, that like have been in my world in some way, shape, or form. And the only reason that they're here now is because I kept going. And so I want to remind you that like your daily dedication to this and your commitment to your vision and to your growth, like this is so important. So if you want to like really get into this conversation deeper, this is what we're going to be talking about in building the brand. Like it's literally, yes, I'm going to teach you how I create content. Yes, you're going to have templates to walk out of it with. Like I'm going to give you the masculine. You're not going to walk out of there with just a conversation. Like there's always going to be work that helps you implement. This is quite possibly the most masculine course because I'm giving you all of the content. Like you will have content creation templates. Like you'll know how to create content once you get out of this course. But not only you'll know how to create content, you're going to have the identity of someone who creates content. You're going to fall in love with your business again. You're going to get committed to the vision again. You're going to like open up your creativity. You're going to become more of an innovator. Like you're going to be so activated in your business again because you are part of this conversation. So not only will you have templates to use on your social media every single day for the rest of your life, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that is like literally worth its price in gold. But this is something that you can come back to when you're at different phases of your business. If you feel like you want to rebrand yourself, or like if you feel like you don't have a brand, or you feel like you don't know what to say in your content, like this program is going to be all of that. Like it's going to be this conversation and at such a deeper level, plus all of like the actual logistical things. Like this is so fucking good. Like I'm so excited to teach this. We are actually going to be starting this on Wednesday, so get in now because Wednesday is when the price goes up all the way to 22222. It's at 1888 right now, and that is a great deal. There are payment plans, so if you have any questions, just DM me, but it is all available on my website. And yeah, like I'm so excited. I cannot wait to teach this. This is literally like the culmination of what I've been working on all year. And this is the work that I've done to go from being like completely jaded, burnt out, like a little sick of the coaching industry, sick of seeing the same thing, sick of seeing the same content, sick of following somebody and knowing exactly who their coach was because their content looked the same. Like this is like the work that I've done so that way content creation became so fun for me, became so easy for me, and like literally like I just absolutely love it. And I'm inviting so many more people into my world, and this is like how to have that feminine flow, to have the attraction marketing so that you're not like in your DMs all day selling things, so that people come and find you and want to be in your world and feel activated. So like this is the work. I'm so excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you all so much and have a wonderful night. Bye.